What's up, peeps? It's Miss Knott, and it's great to see all of you. And welcome to today's Draw Peeps 2020 Challenge. The peeps have escaped from the package, and they're all over the place. I'd like you to draw where you found a peep. Perhaps you found it in the backyard, on a teeter-totter, or at a playground. Maybe the peep jumped out and was riding a wave in the ocean, or just hanging out with friends in a backyard pond. We're going to go through a couple of drawing exercises, and I've attached some tutorials for you to watch. I hope you enjoy this lesson. It's great drawing with you. Let's make some art. So before you even begin, you can see I've been practicing drawing peeps. Watch the tutorials that I added at the end of the lesson and practice the peeps. They kind of have an upside down U shape for the head, and then come back in to the little beak. Right across from the beak is where the eye goes, and then come down into a big fat belly, and then up here from the back, a little tiny U shape into a reverse V shape for the tail. And then you have that little marshmallow, little chubby pad at the bottom. And have fun with it. Okay, boys and girls, so your peeps challenge is to draw your peeps somewhere. They could be swimming in a pond, maybe they're on a seesaw, maybe they're a skateboarding peep. That's the challenge. Where's your peeps? So once you've drawn an outline in pencil, you can either take markers or watercolors and start filling them in. I wouldn't outline the peeps until you've colored them in, because we know sometimes the black outline can smear. Sometimes even the pencil can smear. Now peeps come in different colors, so you don't have to make them just yellow. Go around the eye if you colored it in like I did so it doesn't smear. And try to make your strokes all go in one direction. Now you can do this as a mixed media. You can use crayons, you can use colored pencils, you can use watercolor. I'm going to do my sun and my peeps and marker, but then for the water, I'm going to switch over to watercolor. So you're looking at these little delicious creatures. By the way, there's lots of cool other things you can do with peeps. And then you're going to start using your watercolors, or you can continue with crayons or markers, or you can mix it up and do a bunch. So I'm going to add some blue water. We make water look like it's moving by putting little lines in it around the peeps. If you've ever been to a pond and thrown a rock in, you know it makes those little rings like that. And then you can add more water to it to outline. Sometimes I'll speed the video up so you don't have to see me painting the whole thing. And other times, if you get stuck and you missed a step in it, you know what you can do. Just pause the video or rewind and go ahead and get those steps you missed.
Try to keep your blue away from that yellow, or else you end up with green peeps, and we all know that blue don't make green. But green peeps could taste pretty cool. I wonder if the different colors taste different. What do you think, boys and girls? So I have a little bit too much water here, and I kind of pull it away so that it doesn't run in, because I can see right now it's trying to sneak in. If you brush out too much paint on it, wipe a little bit of it off, and fill it in. So I'm just filling this up. Like so. So you can switch back and forth if you want to do the trees with markers. Move those peeps out of the way.
You can outline your trees. If you don't want to do trees, you can just make some hills. And you can either color them in with crayon, color them in with marker, but you might use all your markers up. We've got to stretch our materials while we're home like this. or you could watercolor them. So mixing media, crayons, markers, you name it. I could come in with my crayons if you have some of those at home, and color my trees in with that. So remember, when we're coloring, we're getting a nice even consistency going here. Filling the trees in. Use whatever media you think you can use to fill them in.
It's so good to be with you all this way. I think it can be fun way to make art together until we get to see you back in class again. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to my trees to make it look like the sun's shining down on them, especially up top here. Kind of lightens them up a little bit. Makes them a little bit more interesting to look at. So there's my trees. And
This big area I can come in with crayons, or maybe I'm just going to go back to watercolor again. Sometimes big areas are better done with crayons or watercolor than they are with markers. So slow down when you're around your pond or whatever you're painting. If you're doing a skateboard, slow down when you're around the skateboard. And just keep dipping back into the paint. Kind of outline your area first. Then get a little bit more paint and water on your brush and fill it in.
these are nice springtime pictures. And the best part is if you're painting 5 Peeps, you can eat them afterwards. As long as your parents say it's okay. So you're thinking about where you're going to put your Peeps into this Peep challenge. Maybe you can decide even where's Waldo if you know what Waldo is, and you can hide your Peep or try to camouflage your Peep. You can put some clothes or sunglasses on your Peep. Let's get creative and see what you can do with drawing Peeps. So I do have a little video on how to draw these Peeps that I found on the internet, so I'm just going to include that with the lesson so that you can learn to draw Peeps and then put those Peeps in a setting to answer the Great Peep Challenge 2020. In the lesson, you'll see some pictures of Peeps in case you don't have Peeps at your house yet. Finishing up my grass, and the same thing with the grass. If you want to take it up a notch, put a little bit on Peep there. So, you know what I can do? See that little bit? I can just kind of blend it out a little bit. No, wait, no. I'm going to try to put a little more yellow on. But that happens sometimes. And then
Sometimes when I'm working on the sky, I'll even actually flip it upside down so that I can get the sky done without having to reach and drip over my Peeps that I made. So I'm coming in, slow down and outline around your, pushing the water away from the trees.
And then kind of really tenderly go around that little Peep space, get a little more pigment on and come back in.
Now, if you want to leave clouds, I wasn't leaving clouds because I was having mine a very sunny day. You know, you can always, I'll draw one over here, outline your cloud in blue first, like that, and then paint the blue around your cloud, like this. So this would be a great way to make clouds.
Without having, a lot of times people make blue clouds, but you know, you look at that sky cloud's actually white, they might have a little tiny wisp of blue in there or something. That's even too much. I'll go back and lighten that up a little bit. If you get too much on, you can always take a little piece of tissue or paper towel and lighten it up. So sometimes there's a little bit of bluish color in clouds, especially if they're rain clouds. That's a little way to do clouds. I'm going to keep my sky today cloudless, because when I look out my window, it's a beautiful day and there's not a cloud in the sky. I hope all you're having a beautiful day with your Peepies. Put colors on, whatever your desire is, or maybe some of you just want to draw the picture and wait for another day when it's rainy weather and color again. So the blend this area out, I'm just going to kind of put a coat over top of it and blend back and forth. And do an outline around my sun. And finish my sky off. And blend that out a little bit so it doesn't look. So let's quickly finish this up here. A little blue in here.
And at the end, I'll show you some examples of other finished pieces of the Peep Challenge 2020. Well, Peeps, it's been fun hanging with you. I've had a great time. It's Miss Naughton. Let's make some art.